To reduce the environmental harm from materials and products purchased and used during operations and maintenance of the building, we need to measure and compare the building's waste management efficiencies. This helps to track and reduce the waste that is generated by building occupants and hauled to and disposed of in landfills and incinerators. Once a building opens its doors, there's a constant flow of products purchased and discarded to support ongoing operations and maintenance, creating the building's waste stream. The amount of waste generated and process of diversion can have a significant environmental and financial impact. Measuring waste is one of the simplest ways buildings can identify cost savings and increase efficiency. Typically, the lower the weight of the waste generated and the higher the diversion rate, the better the waste score in ARC. Note that the weight of waste generated is weighted more heavily in the score to align with the waste hierarchy of reduction first. Measure the total weight of waste that is generated in pounds, kilograms, or tons, and the total weight that is diverted from landfills and incineration facilities for 1 full year, or from a waste analysis. Exclude any facility renovations waste. Input generated and diverted waste totals into ARC, and a waste performance score will be calculated for the project. Waste use is based on 2 metrics: the total weight of waste generated for landfills and incineration facilities, and the total weight of waste diverted from landfills and incineration facilities. The waste benchmark lets you compare performance month over month and year over year, and with regional and global peers. To add waste data to ARC, navigate to Credits and Actions, and then Data Input. Only 1 meter exists for waste in ARC. However, as many readings as needed can be added for both total weight of waste generated and total weight of waste diverted from landfill and incinerator. Add a row to add a new reading. Input the start date of the reading and end date of the reading and the consumption values. Make sure to update the correct units. And finally, input the source of the data, whether from a hauler report, waste audit, or other source. In addition to adding consumption data 1 reading at a time, ARC allows for bulk data upload. Let's look at how a bulk data upload and bulk meter creation would work in ARC. Start by downloading the ARC data template. On the Setup tab of the template, select the new meter type you want to add. In this case, we'll add an electric meter getting energy from the grid. If it's a meter type other than electricity, select other fuels or water. Note that tabs for carbon dioxide, total volatile organic compounds, and waste already exist as default tabs in the template. Once we've selected electricity as the meter type, click Add Meter. And then name your new meter and click OK. Any new meter you create will appear as a new tab in the template with your new meter name. If you selected other fuel originally, take a moment to select the fuel type. Enter your bulk data information into the newly created meter in the template. Repeat this step for as many meters and types as needed. Now you're ready to upload these data to ARC. Select Upload XLS and upload your completed template. ARC will create the meters and data automatically based on your upload. To calculate waste performance score, the following data are required: total waste generated, total waste diverted, gross floor area, weighted occupancy, and weighted operating hours. The waste generated and diverted is converted into a daily quantities per person to generate a score. Now that you've added data into ARC, you can view and analyze your waste score. The total score page shows the sum total of all the weighted category scores. Clicking on the individual racetracks will take you to the associated category analytics page. Below the total weighted score, ARC displays the individual category unweighted scores and their associated global and local averages. Global averages represent all buildings in ARC around the world. Local averages represent projects within your state or province. For countries outside of the US without states or provinces, local average represents the total country. These average scores may change over time as an increasing number of projects become active in ARC. On the navigation bar, category scores are further benchmarked. Each category score shows a racetrack view with 3 concentric unweighted scores. The outermost racetrack is the most current month score. The middle racetrack is last month's score, and the innermost racetrack is the score from 1 year prior. This benchmarking view shows your score at a glance and provides more context for your current score. Below the benchmarked view is the current weighted score for reference. Clicking on any of these graphics brings you to the relevant analytics category. Within the analytics category, you can review the last 12 months of score changes to get a complete picture of your performance. Additional analytic metrics are also included, such as pounds per person per day and pounds per square foot per year. For a comprehensive score breakdown, which includes historic scores, ARC provides downloadable reports. In Data Input, under Settings, you can create a report by selecting a specific date range. This can include a recent time period or go back to the activation of the project in ARC. Once this report is created and downloaded, you can view all weighted category and total scores. Additionally, each score category has its own tab in the report, which shows the data in ARC for the time period initially selected for the report. Now that we've reviewed the waste category, score, and data input in detail, you're ready to take the next steps in generating your own waste performance score. Take a moment to review the information in the last module and update your project plan activity sheet with relevant information. Next, we'll take a deep dive into the performance score and data requirements for the transportation category.